What's up, YouTube? This is your girl FlyeBooks, and I'm back with another video, another book review. And if you are interested in hearing more about my latest review of Copycat, then stay tuned. What's up, family? This is your girl FlyeBooks, and I'm back with another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Kimberla Lawson Roby's book Copycat. I'm telling you, this book was absolutely wonderful. I read it in maybe 2 or 3 hours. It didn't take me long. It was definitely a page turner, and that's one of the things that Kimberla talks about. She gives a couple of little tips in the book about writing, which is interesting, and I like that, but it's definitely a page turner. So the gist of the book is about Tracy. She is a famous author, a well-known author in her hometown, and she runs across another woman by the name of Simone. Now, Simone is unpublished, but she wants to be published, and she recognizes Tracy as, you know, the well-known author that she is, and she strikes up a conversation with her. And soon they become friends because Tracy, she doesn't have any author friends. Writing is a very solitary activity, okay? So she was looking for a friend, and she meets Simone. Simone seems cool in the beginning, okay? And so they strike up a friendship. Well, time goes on, and you can guess where this is going by the title of the book, Copycat. She realizes that Simone is a copycat. Simone basically wants to be Tracy, okay? I don't know if any of you have ever run across somebody who copies everything that you do. Like as women, you might see somebody with a hairstyle you like, or some shoes, or a purse, or pants, or whatever it may be, and you'll ask them, yo, where'd you get that from? It's really nice. And then you may decide to go get it, okay? Now, some people don't like that. Some people will not tell you where they got something from. But generally, if you like something, you'll tell the person where they got it from. And they may get it, or they may not. But in this case of Copycat with Simone, I mean, she was obsessive with it. She went above and beyond, okay, what liking someone, because there's a difference between liking something that someone has and maybe going to purchase it, as opposed to wanting to be this person in all aspects of it. And I don't want to give too much of the book, because like I said, it's definitely a page turner. It's a really quick read. Like I said, I read it in 2 to 3 hours, but I really enjoyed it. And Kimberla is a well-known author as well. She has many books that she's published, so definitely look her up. But certainly this Copycat is a great read. Some of the things that I got from the book as far as some tips. The first thing is writing tips. One of the things that Kimberla expresses in the book is the more passion you have, the better you'll be at what you do. Find your passion. Find what it is that you love to do, not what somebody else is doing. And you see somebody, they're making a whole lot of money from it, and you're like, oh, that's what I want to do. That may not be your passion, okay? Find your passion. Find what it is that you want to do, and then be good at that, okay? Another tip that Kimberla gave, which is for all authors, okay? If you're going to be an author, it's not going to be sufficient just to have your girlfriend read it, or your husband or fiance, or, have a group of people read it. You are going to need a content editor, a copy editor, and a proofreader, okay? There's no getting around it. So if you are wanting to be a writer, those are 3 things that you will need as an author, okay? And of course, another tip that she gave was the goal should be to write a page-turning novel. And that's exactly what Kimberla did with Copycat. I mean, when I tell you, I picked up the book, I started reading it, and I just kept turning the page because everything just flowed so smoothly. She went right from one scene to the next, right from talking about one character to the next. She really explained the characters. You saw the background of the characters. So, you know, even though Simone was who she was, you know, I did feel for her at some point, okay? And that's a sign of a good author, okay? To have a page-turning novel, and that's what this is, okay? And then she also threw in, as an author, what you want to aim for. Now, you know, there's so many authors, there's so many books, but if that's what you want to do and if that's what you love to do, then write, okay? Be an author. But the top 3 book lists that you want to aim for, and I have faith that you all will get there if you're an author, and you can send me your book so I can review it, okay? Is the New York Times, the USA Today, and Publishers Weekly. They're what they call the top 3, the big 3 list that you want to be on as an author, okay? Now, the other thing in relation to the book Copycat are some life tips. Like I said, one of the life tips was the more passion you have for what you do, the better you'll be at it. That's directly from Kimberla in the book. And that is so true. Like I said, find your passion. Find what it is that you want to do. You know that old saying, you know, do what you love and the money will follow. I believe it's true because you've got to find what you love to do. Find something that you would love to do, even if you didn't even get paid for it, okay? That's your passion. That is what a passion is. You stay up late editing or writing or, you know, putting on makeup or sewing or crafting, whatever it is, find your passion. And that's what's for you, okay? The other thing is, okay, let me go back a little bit. With Tracy, the reason she was so quick to let Simone in is because she had befriended this other author, okay? But that friend pretty much backstabbed her, you know, stabbed her in the back. And so Tracy was a little leery. Her family was more leery of new people coming into her life. Tracy was a little leery, but she didn't do just what this life tip is. She did not allow past experiences to stop her from enjoying genuine connections. So we all go through issues with friends, with relationships, you know, love relationships, work relationships, family relationships. Don't allow those past experiences to define your next connection. That happens so often, especially in love relationships. You know, we've got this one man or woman that did us wrong, and now we're looking at all men and women as, you know, going to do us wrong as well. You got to get past that, okay? You've got to let those past experiences go so that genuine connection can come in. And finally, be yourself, because there's only one you. We look at social media has created a monster, because we look at social media and we see these people who put up these perfect pictures. You know, they've got the perfect skin, the perfect hair, the perfect clothes, the perfect car, the perfect husband or wife, the perfect family. You know, they have what looks to be perfect, but there is no perfect, okay? Because we don't know what goes on behind that camera. When they turn off that camera, turn off that video, or close that door, we don't know what's going on. So don't define what you see on social media or what you perceive to be perfect as how you want your life to be, okay? There's only one you. Be you. Be the perfect you, or at least get close to it, okay? Be the perfect you and be close to it, or get as close as you can to it, okay? Now, I do want to read. It was funny because when I was reading this, like I said, Simone wants to be Tracy. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. If you can imagine, she wants to be Tracy, okay? So she decides to go to church, go to the same church that Tracy goes to. And lo and behold, what's the pastor talking about? Pastor Black, the focus of his word on that particular day that Simone went, okay, was pretending to be someone you're not and the ultimate consequences. Boy, I laughed when I came on there. I laughed at that. But I just want to read what Pastor Black had to say. I think it's pertinent for all of us. Have you ever met someone who has put on such a noticeable facade for so long that oh, okay, let me start over. And y'all have to excuse my sweat. It's hot and I can't turn on the AC because you wouldn't be able to hear me, okay? So I'm a little glistening, but we'll be okay. Have you ever met someone who has put on such a noticeable facade for so long that not only do you not recognize who they are anymore, but they don't even recognize who they are themselves? I'm pretty sure you have. And just like all of you, I've met many people like this as well. But I'm here to tell you that trying to be like someone else can only lead to 365 days of misery, year after year after year. Forgetting about your own likes and dislikes, your own identity, and deciding that someone else's likes and dislikes are better than yours can only lead to daily disappointment. When you stop focusing on your own God-given talents, gifts, and abilities, you will never find true happiness. You will never fully realize your passion, your purpose, or the calling that God has on your life. Instead, you will struggle with pain and frustration until the end of time. And the only way to change that is to get back to being you. Can I get an amen? Because that is so true. Like I said, with social media, it has driven us. We want to be somebody else. We don't want to be who we are. You are unique. You are you. Be you. Be you. There's only one you. And everybody on this planet Earth has a gift. We have a God Almighty given gift that you can use for the benefit of others and for yourself. So this book, Copycat, it was a great read. If you're going on spring break, summer is coming up. You know, it feels like summer already where I am, but summer is coming up. This is a great beach read, okay? This is a great vacation read. This is a great spring break read. Great read if you're road tripping and you want to read something. I highly recommend this book because it is definitely a page turner for real. All right, y'all. Well, this is a quick one. Okay, I appreciate you coming in, family, and checking me out for this book review of Kimberla Lawson Roby's Copycat. And stay tuned for more book reviews. And remember, just be you, be yourself. Don't be a copycat. All right? Peace.